I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Cards are going to have a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game? Speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 39. Watching that party.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The play clock's running down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. They'll give it to him right up the gut, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense. But a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Time. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Let's go!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go! Number!
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Now that was a gutsy call. In today's NFL, that is a passing down, but they broke tendency and in a big way, and they were rewarded with a big run. Now they're set up with 1st and goal. Got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator. He didn't play it safe, took a chance, and it paid off.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. It's a quarterback sneak. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Back to throw here. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Arizona first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a loose football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. One quarter down. 7-6 our score. And we'll be back to South Florida after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Going deep here for Landry. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short, and that leads to a fourth down. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. From the right hash, this from 53. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
No, Jack, Patriot, hang on now. Green, 39,
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll look to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They find some open field here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Two yards to go here on third down.
Watch it now, Barney. Let's go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, Most of the time, that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Detroit! Let's go! P19! No, check. Patriots!
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Good! Here we go! Green, 39!
Oh, look at this play call. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Leopard! Here we go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. Going to throw right side here, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
I'm here all day. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw again. He's got time. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll drop the throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down following the run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Spinning past him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try to open things up in the run game.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense, because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
No gain, and it's second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now let's go. 3-19. Check. Patriot.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It's a results-oriented business, and the result here is a first down. But my goodness, that has taken a huge chance on 4th down, especially that deep in your own territory. But they made it pay off.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to run again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw here. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation. On the break from inside to outside, he threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Green 39! Green 39!
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. Back now in Miami. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. The center receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cardinal defense, they head out to get set here. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
Over the middle, Rodgers has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Surveying the field. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and 4th down coming up.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Anyone happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many times you hear in today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Green 39! Green 39!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll go with a keeper. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Here we go now.
First and goal from the 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landed. Detroit. Watch it now, Marty. All right, here we go.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. From back into 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56. Detroit. 39.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll look to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back to throw now on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Watch tight end. We got three, fellas. We got three. All right, here we go. 56. 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And quickly, they get to the line. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their big tight end with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game.